get started today. If I sound any different, it's because I'm a bit stuffy. I am recovering from a little cold I had. So I may cough, so I apologize for that. Or I may just go be silent for some of this, because I may mute myself just so if I end up coughing, you don't hear it. But I'm feeling a lot better today, so we're gonna finish Act 2. And then in the last week of Echoes, we're gonna do all of Act 3, hopefully in one go, and then I just have to do some finishing touches to finish the Season Pass. And then, the week of my birthday, I don't know if I'll do a birthday stream. That's highly debatable, because time and work, depending on if I have to work the next day, which I don't think I do actually. So I may do a late night birthday stream. Don't know what it will be yet. Maybe Genshin, most likely, for 5.1. Maybe Honkai, maybe ZZZ, maybe this, because Revenant comes out in 2 weeks, I believe. So that should be good. Anyway, let's get into this. Let's continue. We left off with Saint doubting himself and asking Osiris for see if their stories of how they started dating lined up, and it didn't seem to, so now he's like freaking out. This will of course be split into 2 parts like I usually do when it comes to this stuff. I will not do one big one, because that will go out of order of how I usually do it. Also, with Revenant releasing, they're gonna change the formula where all 3 acts are available at the start. I don't know if that means the whole pass or just the story, but I guess we'll have to find out when that releases. That one's going to be interesting because Fickrul returns, and he has a Echo as well. Also, I did some recent changes to all my weapons, so still need to finish final shape with my hunter. Trials booster. Not doing trials. Apologies for that. That's what I was talking about earlier. Hopefully I can finish the pass. I'm technically almost done. I'm on 167. I just needed to get the 170, get the 180, 190, and 200. Looks like we just need to speak the Failsafe again to start this one. Battlegrounds. Oh yeah, we now have Battlegrounds Expert, which, if these work similar to seasons, the passes or the triumphs are gonna stick around, and the games that go with it, the game modes. So I'll probably be finishing getting the Ghost, Sparrow, and Ship off stream. I actually debated whether or not to wait to do the story, but considering these are seasonal challenges, and the seasonal challenges will help me get the pass done faster, This will do it. Also, I've been busy on my other characters, catching them up a little bit, or at least my warlock, so this has upgraded a bit. And let's see, what else? I think that's it.
Welcome back, Captain. That was the most violent research I have ever seen.
And that Wyvern Shield's combat uplink let me read up on Vex particle manipulation. So it was a win-win.
Oh yeah, I completed more specimen stuff. Failsafe is impressed with your scientific acumen. She adds, that was the most violent research I ever seen. She displays her report to you with pride. Simulate Wyvern Shield Wing. While these wings are primarily used for balance, they can also be energized as potential or propel a Wyvern forward at high speeds. Sweet.
Greetings, Captain. Ikora briefed me on the Echo of Command. And while we AIs are constantly given commands we cannot refuse,
I understand your problem conceptually.
I have completed processing the various radiolaria samples you retrieved from Nessus. They contain no traces of abnormalities.
Which is a huge disappointment.
I was about to euthanize the samples when I realized we could mix nanomachines into the radiolaria and reintroduce it to the planet.
The nanomachines will get torn apart, but at least we can track them for a while. Maybe that'll help us figure out what's going on.
Tell me when you are prepared, and I will have no choice but to assist you.
Kidding. I'd help anyway.
Ikora has briefed Failsafe on the Echo Command, which the Vanguard believe the conductor is somehow using to influence the Nessus Vex. While your support has allowed her to greatly expand her research capabilities, Failsafe's studies of the Nessus radiolaria are yielding few results, which is a huge disappointment. But she has developed a new approach. We could mix nanomachines into the radiolaria and reintroduce it to the planet. The nanomachines won't survive in the radiolaria for long, but she'll be able to track their movements beneath the planet's crust. Maybe that'll help us figure out what's going on. And there's 170. I'm hoping the last week is mayhem, so I can finally finish this one thing I got. This one quest, which is like, defeat Guardians of Mayhem. I'm literally missing one. Can you please just give me stuff I don't have? Come on. Oh, this should be easy. Because I have to do something anyway. What is the specimen quest? Inexecutable. Oh, matchmaking is on for expert. Interesting. I will use that later. I still need to do that protocol at least once. I might do it in the final week. In Act 3. Because I don't know what it does. And I don't know if it has story replications. Plus, I should be able to do it now. My character's strong enough. But you have to be fast, which is annoying.
I'm clearing space for more data. It's a real trip down memory lane. And deleted. Have fun, fire team.
The key to the conductor's hold over Saint must be somewhere on Nessus. The Vanguard cannot allow our fighters to be compromised. And I can't let Saint go through this without help.
Captain, supercharged radiolaria from deep within Nessus is about to breach the crust.
Find it and siphon what we can. Carefully. There's a battle of assimilation raging beneath us. The data here can tell us where and how it is being fought.
Whoops.
Your faithful Failsafe is here.
Damn it. Damn me. Shredding data. Doesn't turn it in also gives you a good amount of points.
beautiful than I could have dreamed.
I don't know why I'm taking so much damage.
May I help secure that data, Captain? That beautiful data. Never say I do nothing for you, Captain. I am a born helper.
Don't know why I'm getting teleported back.
You have done well, Captain. Good job. I am proud of you. That is not sarcasm.
Sending new coordinates. I agree with Failsafe's assessment, but the Vex will not.
That shit. I'm stuck because... There we go.
Harvesting radiolaria incubator.
Interesting.
The Fallen are not playing around. Neither should you. Harvesting radiolaria incubator.
Going around to see if there's any more. Oh, it's through the ceiling over there.
Data for me means an assist for you.
Oh, come on.
It is more beautiful than I could have dreamed. Temporal disturbance detected.
And the backs are jamming my transmat lock. Rude.
It appears there's a limit on how much data we can extract before a heightened security force takes notice. Break their hold.
Harvesting radiolaria incubator.
Does this look in
Harvesting
66?
radiolaria incubator. That Vex mine just called you a...
Profanity restricted.
Wow, I would be outraged and retaliate with violence. Show me what that one does. Rendering assistance. May I join your fire team, Captain?
Bullseye.
Recording gear primed to see what you make of that, Captain.
We need a little bit more data, and that specimen will disappear. Damn it.
Rendering assistance. May I join your fire team, Captain?
see what that one does.
This time a little bit.
Guardian secured. Data acquired, Captain. Processing packets for Vanguard transfer.
Yes, data. It will show us what is true and what is not.
Saint Unit, may I offer an observation?
If you must.
Your friends present data, affirming your place. The conductor presents data to the contrary. I suggest the only data that matters is yours. If I internalized everything people said about me, it would get pretty dark in here. The only one who knows about you is you.
That's actually a good statement, Failsafe. Jeez.
You found the other Hydra, eh, Captain? Nice. These duplicate Vex signatures have been popping up all over Nessus, sometimes on totally different frames.
I wonder if they are replicating in batches to test specific adaptations. Maybe.
Failsafe is eager for you to admire the results of her work. These duplicate Vex signatures have been popping up all over Nessus, sometimes on totally different frames. The structure of this tail is encoded to grant a Hydra access to Vex infrastructure by broadcasting a signal to nearby receivers. Oh. Me. Jeez. Failsafe whirls in anticipation as she uses the helm system to process the raw materials you brought her. Fabricating nanomachines, her view screen reads as progress bar slowly fills. After a few moments, the text changes to calibrate nanomachines, as another, longer process bar fills. Finally, the process finishes. Naming nanomachines. Long progress bar. You tap your foot impatiently. Eventually, Failsafe dispenses a tube of synthesized radiolaria. Teaming with microscopic nanomachines, even on the helm, their tracking signals are strong and clear. Once you deploy them, she will be able to follow their movements through Nessus with ease. Intended to wear the full seasonal armor. Just because. I wonder. Let's see here. So what the hell am I doing? Specify coordinates. Ah, I see the problem. That should be enough spot. Hey. Get in there. Oh, that's something different, finally. Something useful. Before I do that, making sure. The hell? How did that happen? That just delayed. Ow. Thanks. I really like the look of these ornaments and armor. Kill of Satans? Are you kidding me? I thought it was a Kamen Rider reference for a second because there is a Kamen Rider named Geats. But with an A instead of two E's. It's the EA.
All right, Captain. I've added nanomachines to the radiolaria that will allow us to track its progress down through Nessus. Please reintroduce the samples to the planet at the designated sites.
Depending if the Vex will let me.
Nanomachines away! I missed them already. The natural flow is being altered. Let me mark the next site for you.
Interesting tone of voice. I kind of wish they kept fishing in the game. It's weird that Failsafe did not realize we were fishing on Nessus. Oh, that's not good. Oh, lost that. I guess it makes sense with all the radio layers. That's annoying. Okay, you were tanky for no reason.
And they're off. Tracking. Captain, the radiolaria is being redirected deeper into the core of Nessus.
I can hardly pick up the signals of my nanomachines. I'm calibrating the coordinates. Got it.
They're moving through a previously unexplored area, and it appears to be heavily occupied. Prepare yourself for battle.
The core. Let's do it. Actually, before I do this, I have to take care of something, then I will resume. Be right back. course, I'm fine until I get back on the mic. This should be interesting.
Hey, Captain. You're heading into the deepest parts of the planet. Those nanobots could only tell me so much. You'll need to get down there yourself if I'm going to get any useful data.
You are in unknown territory now, Guardian. Be ready.
Taken here. Damn, that went flying. Wow, that one went flying.
What did the Taken want? Why are they here?
Taken are drawn to paracausal forces, and those with immense strength of will. But they're leaderless now. No king, and no witness. And Zebu Arath either doesn't possess the power, or doesn't have the inclination. All we can speculate is that they're drawn to the conductor.
Interesting. Well, yeah, the echo. Makes sense since the witness is dead and the Taken King is dead. And Savathun doesn't care for him. I wouldn't be surprised if Savathun did lose the power to control them, if she even had the power to begin with, due to the fact that she's mortal now. Which she's probably going to be dealt with before the next saga begins. So technically this is like the episodes are like an intermission between sagas, and a little prelude to what's to come. I don't know why they didn't. There it is. That was a normal Vex, those weren't the conventional ones. And this face is starting to look a little bit familiar. If you remember Curse of Osiris, which is on my channel, and it is a strike, so if you want to see what this is a reference to, go check out my Curse of Osiris playthrough part. I did forget which. I think it's near the end of the Curse of Osiris playthrough. So it's like the second part, I believe. They did 2-parters for those. 2 or 3-parters, because I did have glitches. And then I think when my thing crashed.
Into the radiolaria, I can track their movement through Nessus.
Couldn't have done it without you. You know, since I'm all the way up on the planet's surface. It's fun looking at this place through your eyes, though. Exploring. Sightseeing. Even after all these centuries, there's a lot of this planet I haven't seen. Thanks, Captain.
No problem, Failsafe. Oh shit, I won't be able to get that now. It's like a rare sample thing. And here he is. This thing is back. Actually, I don't know if it's the same one. I don't know if it is or not, but it's definitely similar to the one that we fought in Curse of Osiris.
Countermeasures to bypass their shielding.
I don't think these are conductor effects. They look like normal. They don't have the collar.
This was here the whole time? Failsafe did not know?
Failsafe sensors couldn't reach this far beneath the surface of the planet.
Now they can. Assimilating data. Wow. 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 This was here the whole time?
Maybe. Or it could be something new. Something the conductor built when they grasped the Echo's power.
So, speaking of, those nanobots aren't responding to my signals. There's a pretty high chance the conductor hijacked them. It ends here, Captain. Sorry.
It's all right, Failsafe. We can figure out another plan.
Return to the helm, Guardian. Failsafe and I will coordinate and find out our next steps.
That's new. That was not there before. Weird ass power box. Failsafe's display lights up as she maps new areas of Nessus you charted while fighting through Battleground Core. You study the readout together, following the glowing channels of subterranean radiolaria as they flow ever downward. Suddenly, Failsafe highlights a section of Nessus surface. She has triangulated the location of an unknown research specimen. Lights in Failsafe's research bay flicker in anticipation. Oh, I'm ready for it. I just realized Revenant's gonna happen around Halloween, or it's gonna be around Halloween, and it's gonna be Festival of the Lost. So that all fits together with the Vampire Hunter theme. So that's gonna be cool.
Captain, I am attempting to locate a particularly interesting research specimen. I will re-engage my detection protocol.
Where is the specimen? It's supposed to be right here, I swear. Practicing. Ugh, you heard me do the beep boops and everything. Okay. Refining parameters. Adjusting for the unlikely event of specimen locomotion.
That's different.
Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop.
Oh, what the hell?
Ha! Gotcha! Captain, the specimen appears to be biological in nature.
Which explains how it was able to evade my earlier detection. Clever little thing.
Huh. Well, this is interesting. He placed the specimen into one of Failsafe's research bays. She thinks it will be happy in the helm, away from the roaming Vex and ponds full of radiolaria. Joyfully, she tells you, we rescued this specimen from the dangers of Nessus and gave it a new home on this spaceship. In this way, and many others, is just like me. I do not know if that was the sign of agreement or not. We have much to learn from each other.
Captain, I am analyzing the latest research sample you brought me, and it is a frog!
Technically, one of the Nessus proto-amphibians that developed adjacent to the Vex, but... yeah.
Let me actually, before I do that, I'm making sure. Okay. I had to make sure.
Captain, I am analyzing the latest research sample you brought me, and it is a frog!
Technically, one of the Nessus proto-amphibians that developed adjacent to the Vex, but... yeah. Pretty much a frog.
I love him!
Of course, I don't really know him yet, but he seems likable. I can finally bring my nurturing subroutines online.
He should have a name! In honor of my original commanding officer, Captain Jacobson, I will name the frog Captain Jacobson. Don't worry, it's an honorary title. The frog will have no real authority. Oh, this brightens my day, especially after Ikora's concerning response to my theory on how I could locate the conductor. She was aghast. It seemed to cause her emotional distress. She asked me not to mention it to anyone else. So I won't.
Oh boy.
Thanks again for the frog.
Failsafe is delighted that the latest research specimen you have brought her is a small frog. Technically, one of Nessus proto-amphibians that developed adjacent to the Vex. And yes, pretty much a frog. But yes. Honor Captain Jacobson. Failsafe's original commanding officer. She decides to name the frog Captain Jacobson. Don't worry. It's an honorary title. The frog has no real authority. Failsafe is so pleased with the frog that she divulges something that's been weighing heavily on her mind. She proposed a new theory of how to locate the conductor, but but it troubled Ikora so deeply that she asked Failsafe to keep it to herself. Thanks again for the frog. But you decide to speak to Ikora and learn the details of this disturbing new theory yourself. Still no new message. Going to the tower. Actually, I'm gonna visit Crow real fast. In a minute. I'm guessing he will become a vendor during Revenant, because why wouldn't he? He's looking for Fickrel. And judging by the preview, it's probably gonna be him, Ido, and Mithrax, and whoever else. Maybe Saint? Oh no, Saint's busy in this, but he'll probably appear in the what's it called, logs, the lore books. Also, with these next two big expansions that are coming like next year and the year after, I am curious if this means FOMO is technically gone in terms of the season/episodes, because besides the seasonal activities like besides the obvious, like Festival of Lost, Dawning, and such, all the major updates are going to be free, and the two expansions are going to cover the whole year. So I wonder if that means FOMO is going to be gone in terms of the seasonal format, because the major updates are going to be free and not seasonal, from what it sounds like for Apollo and Behemoth. Also, Apollo should be the expansion's name, just saying. Behemoth may be a different name, or probably a different name, because that's literally a Titan subclass for stasis.
Yes, Guardian?
Guardian, there's something I should discuss with you. Something I'm reluctant to suggest to Saint and Osiris. I think you'll see why. Failsafe believes she could open a portal straight to the conductor. She says she could extrapolate the coordinates by combining the new Vex data you've been collecting with her years of observations of the Nessus Vex. But she would need to compare it against control data gathered from Vex isolated from the Nessus network. She'd need an enormous amount of data, centuries of it, captured with perfect clarity and preserved by the Vex themselves. Our options are limited and dangerous. There is only one accessible database with that kind of fidelity. The mind of Saint 14, the deceased Saint 14, who is still laid to rest in the infinite forest. Our future may depend on Saint. Again.
Oh shit. Well, this is gonna be interesting because how technically there is a way into the Infinite Forest. It's not the first time we did not use Mercury. There is a back door that we used Saint's dead ghost to do, which is interesting because whatever happened to that ghost? Ikora seems troubled that as she lays the details of Failsafe's plan. Thanks to the amount of data you claimed from the Vex, finding the conductor's coordinates is technically possible, but it would require a vast amount of controlled data gathered from the Vex, isolated from Nessus' network. This data would have been collected over centuries, recorded with perfect clarity, and preserved in the Vex network itself. There is only one accessible database that can with that kind of fidelity. The mind of Saint 14. The Saint 14 who died in the Infinite Forest and whose body is still held deep in the Vex simulation. Which is the question. Is that body real or just a simulation? Claiming this data will involve incredible risk, both to you yourself and this component Saint. Nevertheless, our future may depend on Saint again.
Feels strange to come back to the tower.
Carry the light with you.
How much is that?
Deep breath, Soraya. Chance there are any bears up here is that what you sell to the Guardians?
How much is that?
A moment? Worth your time. I'll take it. I knew it!
Try the other one.
And now, oh yeah, let me do, and then I'll read the lore book for this week, wrap up this part, and then start up the next part,
These are from the Nine.
which will wrap up Act 2. Jeez.
I hope to be here again.
Ooh, I almost did bad there. About time.
Allow me. Guardians should be on break.
About time I got something that's not legendary. Something exotic. Ah, the fast load times are so nice.
Guardian, since you found me, I have only doubted who I was once. When Mithrax recounted how his people, their children, feared me, it shook me. Osiris says that I am Saint 14. My hands raised the wall. I walked with the Pilgrim Guard. How can I be a shadow of the saint who truly walked this city? When I remember the smells of the streets and the faces that smile. I met you on Mercury as I speak to you now. We fought together. I shattered the Vags for centuries. But I lived where he died. Because we showed the Vags that our fate could not be calculated. Even in simulation, we surprised them, you and I. That is true. The conductor claims I am a man out of time. An approximation of reality. Was I not this already? Hard metal and brittle memory, spark and code 14 times over. Only my heart carried through. I know what it means to find myself again. But the conductor claims had Osiris not created the sundial, had I remained forgotten, Sagira would live still.
Bullshit.
How could these things be connected? If it is true, I will not take my love from him as well, for it is strong, and he will need it. You would not be afraid. You would know what to do. I am still trying, but I will find myself again.
Hey. He's getting back to himself like he should be. Interesting shape. This reminds me of the Ishtar symbol that was in that exotic quest back in Season of the Wish. I could not reach it at the time, but there was a... If you got to that high area where my teammates managed to, there was a Vex floor and an Ishtar symbol. Which is interesting because that was before the Witness's defeat and the Echo shot out. Elsie Prative still... What? Interesting. Because this seems to be one of the fragments of, like, that Osiris had in, like, his copies that he had back in Curse of Osiris. So that's interesting. And the fact that Praedyth is mentioned in Elsie is interesting. And the fact that it's Elsie, not Elizabeth. So that's interesting. So I'm going to end this part here. And I will continue shortly after I restart the stream. And we will finish Act 2. This has been part 2 of Act 2. And we have now reached, well, as close as the core to the core as we could get. And we found a frog for Failsafe. So, and now we're about to hatch a plan to find a dead copy of Statement 14. Things are about to get spicy. Anyway, for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that follow, hit the bell. You miss my videos, they go on my YouTube archive. And if you miss my streams but you want to catch when my YouTube videos go live, hit the subscribe button on there, which is linked below, and hit the bell to know when my videos go up. Hope you all have a good day. I'll see you all in the next one. See you soon.